Boxer. All right, welcome everybody to round three. Yeah, we got Phoenix at the bottom of your screen, the Boxer at the top. The Boxer looking at a hand of 2 power. Tamaris, Kenna, Crafty. Really, for these sling decks, it's just do they have power and do they have sling? So no sling in hand, 2 power for Boxer. Phoenix, on the other hand, not the best time for your Krull, but double Kindling Carver, hard to argue for that.
Yeah, the double carver with the Grenadine drone start, it is pretty nice. The only problem for Phoenix right here is, as opposed to like the Rats deck that we saw earlier facing off against Sling, it is slightly harder for this deck to like rebuild the same value. Like, sure, there's the know when to hold and crawl lines, and it definitely doesn't have a lot of trouble, getting swarming the board again. But these snowballs and the Tamaris and all of these 1 damage triggers and even the hailstorms are going to be pretty painful for Phoenix here, I reckon.
Absolutely. Yeah, that hailstorm, I can see it. Boxer just itching to play that hailstorm. Also got that Tamaris as well. As you mentioned, no one to hold them for 0. I mean, you can play it this turn to get a free card, I guess. I guess there's no reason not to just grab something. I don't know what you would grab, but it's not going to cost you anything other than just not playing it for a couple turns. I guess you take your most late game card. Like, what do you want to draw away in the late game and just go grab it and have it there?
Do you just grab a Smuggler with it, maybe?
Maybe, yeah. I would not grab Krull.
No.
Look at the deck list, but is there something you can grab that can just sit in your hand for a while? You could grab a Trove. Is Trove in the market?
Oh, this works. Yeah.
Or yeah, there you go. Just grab a hurler and get a snowball. Sure, of course.
Yep.
Like that.
Oh, well, there's your merchant anyway. So
yeah, there you go. All right, Boxer missed the 3rd power. Did draw the Sling of the Chi, but missed on 3rd power. So just gonna toss it back to Phoenix. Phoenix gonna get some Carver value. Yeah, that's a good one. We'll see how patiently Phoenix plays this out, because open deck lists, Phoenix should be no surprise at all that that there's going to be some rats in Boxer's hand. So probably I would imagine holding on to that 2nd copy of Kindling Carver for a while. No reason to play that out there. You don't want to lose both of them to one spell.
I think that is exactly the reason that he's not playing it out right now.
Skycrag Silex the draw. So Boxer did hit the 3rd power, but it is going to come in depleted. So the only thing Boxer can do right now is Dazzle and Transpose. But once Boxer is able to take their turn with 3 power, then you open up the door to Sling of the Chi, Crafty Occultist, Hailstorm, Tamaris. So lots of options on Boxer's turn coming up here.
I think we've now seen the other reason why maybe holding the Carver is decent. Like, I haven't played this deck as much as probably other people have, but I would imagine having the 1-drop guaranteed for your practice trove is pretty good. Yeah.
True. Well, interesting to try it here. So that trove that you drew off of Kindling Carver is now a 2-cost trove. So Phoenix wanted, they could trove into Carver, but that does, as we mentioned, put your units at risk, because then you're going to lose both Carvers. Yeah, instead going to go with the Smuggler. Ooh, I like that. That retains its cost, right? Yeah, so that's going to be a 2-cost trove. I believe that's going to stay 2-cost trove now.
I think it is, yeah.
I was teaching some high school kids Eternal last night, and some of them had played Magic and Hearthstone before, so that was one of the big things I had to explain was permanent changes to stats on cards. And and nice timing here for Phoenix as well, getting that swift refusal to stop that hailstorm. Well done.
I think the permanent buff retaining is one of the like, at least for me, it's one of the things I like so much more.
Yeah, it is huge. It makes a big difference. I like it a lot.
Yeah.
All right, so
that's with refusal. It's very good.
Yeah, really well timed there. Now Boxer does have, the Tamaris that can be shifted, of course, to take care of these units. But Phoenix gonna sack the Smuggler I'm going to hit. And look at this. Because of the reduced cost of the Kato, that does count as a 1-drop being cast. So nice there. Going to hit no end to hold him to get a broken contract. Climb up the ladder, if you will. This will make a sellsword, which is a 2 cost. There you go. Get that Praxis Drove up there. Playing a 2-cost unit.
Yep.
What was the 2-cost spell there?
Was it a Devour? No, it wasn't. Was it a Defile and it just didn't have anything to hit, maybe?
Maybe. Or was there nothing in the deck? I feel like I missed the 2 there, but not a big deal.
It should be in the void.
Yeah, that's what I thought, but nothing there. Well, if anybody in chat knows what happened to that 2-cost spell, I didn't see anything, and there's nothing in the void, so maybe I just missed it. But all right, Grenahan here, good old Grenahan. Followed up with another Smuggler. There's the 3-cost is going to play a Display of Menace. We use the sack value, so we're just seeing so much value here by Phoenix. Draw a couple
there's
more
a strange
cards.
burglar, nice.
Yeah, Burglar's pretty nice. Might be start getting close to time to go get that shrine. Start push through some damage, especially with that strange burglar as well out here. Could use a couple more units, but
but there's no merchant anymore to grab the shrine, right?
Yeah, no more merchant hand because that was played out, but more in the deck.
True.
I'm sure Phoenix will have no problem finding them.
There's a Carver and a strange burglar. I think it will be fine. Yeah.
Lots of cards in hand for Boxer. Not going to want that Rust right now. All right, Skycrag, Silex for Boxer. Boxer's still only at 4 power, so one of the reasons that Boxer's been so slow this game has just been the way the hand has worked out with not a ton of power. Gonna Permafrost the Carver, and then Torch the Smuggler. So Phoenix left with basically just a Grenahan. Kato the Draw for Phoenix, so there's a couple more units.
Pretty good to get the tech outlet.
Oh yeah, we're actually at 12 plus already. Look at that.
Yep.
So that's gonna make it giant this turn already.
And it's it gets him some cards from the strange burglar next turn, I think.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think I like Strange Burglar Kato here. Also because these are no longer in danger of like a Hailstorm or a Tamaris, right?
For sure, yeah.
It's much less risky to make these plays now.
I also don't mind holding the burglar to
Yeah, perfectly fine to hold it as well.
Yeah.
Now for Boxer though, Boxer's still at 15, now up to 5 power, sling in hand. If Boxer wants to turn the corner, can definitely do that here. Here comes that sling. And then does draw a card thanks to that Tamaris being on the board. Alright, Strange Burglar hitting the table here now. That's going to make things huge. That's 14 coming through right now. Dazzle going to stun the big giant. So Boxer only going to take 5 here. Go to 10. Phoenix does not have any way to deal 10 in hand, but board's looking pretty good. I wonder if Boxer has enough time. Boxer's only going to be able to trigger Sling once a turn.
I think this is looking pretty dire. You need to be able to wipe this board, which I just don't think is something that's going to happen.
Hey, Has Feet for Hands, Canada, thank you so much for the gifted sub to Sleffer. Congrats, Sleffer. Welcome to the team. Always appreciate everyone's support and helping this tournament series go smoothly. We are glad to be back after an extended break. Hopefully everybody didn't forget about us. All right, so now here's Boxer's chance. Got another Tamaris here. That can be shifted, would kill. I don't even know if you want to shift that necessarily. You'd kill
I don't
what? The
think so. No.
Gust Rider and you'd kill the Kato, but that would give potential for another 8/8. We've got a Kenna, which is probably the better play. Take care of that strange
Yeah,
burglar.
the burglar was pretty important.
Draw a
But
card.
on the other hand, here's also the smuggler is now here to grab the shrine. There is enough power here to go smuggler into shrine, play the shrine, snowball your Kato. No, okay, no, then you can't sack the Kato.
How much does
Oh,
that?
if that painting was undepleted, he would have
Yeah,
been
you
able
have
to
to
do that.
pay 2 to sack, 3 for the snowball, 6 with the smuggler. Yeah, oh, it's close. Yeah, it's 1 power off. Be able to do it. Well,
Oh,
Shrove might be able to do
actually,
something too. Shrove into Shadowlands Guide. That'll replay a 1 drop. That'll get Carver back.
wait, but oh no, never mind. That also needed 9 power. Ah,
Yeah,
no.
still now down to 2 though, so still gonna miss on the kill this turn. But the problem with Boxer is that Boxer's still not in position to win. I guess the shifted Tamaris looks a lot better now. Can take out a lot more units. But this 8/8's gonna be back next turn.
Yep. And a shifted Tamaris grants another 8/8.
Right. Yeah. I mean, Phoenix doesn't even have to win this turn.
No, I think this is looking pretty dire. Like with the Katos being at being active, I think there's little chance for Boxer to
Ooh.
come back if it
Also drew
goes wrong.
undepleted. Also drew
Oh,
undepleted as well off the Carver, so that allows Phoenix to actually get the Smuggler this turn.
that's insane.
And then because of the Smuggler, that does hit the 3 cost Praxis Trove, so is able to wow. Is able to play the Display of Menace for free. Now Boxer does have Transpose to protect the sling, but it was basically a free Display of Menace for Phoenix.
Yeah.
So much
And this is
value in
kind
this
of the
deck.
combo aspect, yeah.
And then still got the Shrine to Carve It from the market off of that. Turn to Seed is what Boxer grabbed from the Transpose from the market.
Yeah, I definitely see why. I think the Katos are just. Does it transform the units in the void as well? It doesn't, right? It's just field and deck
Um,
and hand.
Hand, deck, and void.
Oh, okay.
All right. So as we said, tomorrow's going to start out. It's going to deal 1 to everything. Going to Permafrost to permanently get rid of this giant. But we know that Phoenix can get another giant here. We're out of weight? No. So this will sack the Kato Shade can be the sacrifice trigger.
I don't think Boxer is dead yet, but
Don't think
it's
so.
definitely going to be close.
Because Boxer is going to have to chump block here. I guess technically doesn't have to chump blocks. Phoenix does have. No, does have to jump block. Yeah. So that'll put Boxer down to 6. Oh no, it didn't attack. Phoenix did not attack with the Smuggler. Interesting.
Yeah, I'm kind of. Well, I mean, I guess he didn't have to, so he could play it slow for 1 turn.
Yeah, but I think Boxer was forced to block the giant.
Yeah, yeah, because the giant was 10.
So is
So
there any reason not to attack with the Smuggler just to get in that 4? I'm not sure.
true, actually. Hmm. Yeah, you're right. No, I mean, I was potentially looking at what if the smuggler gets through? Do you have enough damage in snowballs because it
Yeah,
puts them buff up?
right. It's close, but I think it was a little short. But yeah,
Yeah.
because that would have been 4. I think it would have been 8. All right, Grenahen gonna draw a Grenadin drone. Now, notably here, all of Phoenix's engines now are turned off, so that's good news for Boxer. The kindling carvers are gone. How about a vanilla Kroll though, or a regular Kroll out here? There you go. You get rid of all my
I mean,
engines, fine. I'm just gonna play a full costed Kroll.
it's a pretty good unit. Like, it has a relevant line of text on it, but
I mean,
it's
credit to
also still.
Boxer here. This game looked all but over a couple turns ago. And I don't know. Now things are looking like they're turning around for Boxer. Boxer now has, Zhou in hand, got another Hailstorm. If they can deal with this Kroll.
Yeah, the Crawl is the big boogeyman right now, but
Ooh, defiles though.
like, if
Can Phoenix just defile the two blockers?
oh wait, of course he can. Yeah, the snowball.
Or the snowball, yeah. Snowball,
Yep.
let's defile. That's just gonna be it this turn. Boxer made a fight out of it. Credit to Boxer for making a fight there. But yeah, Phoenix gonna take that game one. Still game one. That was a long game one. Wow. Congratulations to
I
Phoenix for
think
taking that one.
that's what the Trove decks are known for, right?
Yeah.
Long game one and two.
Long game ones indeed. Almost all of our backup matches are finished. Not quite all of them yet, but winners on the back tables. You've got Martin, Alexandros Gray, Apple Chips, RNG, and Aroma Nova. So out of the 5 matches that have completed, the 4 players with A in their name have won. So take that what you will.
It's a blessing. It is just the secret tactic. Everybody knows it now.
It is. I don't know which one of us
people
would
don't
name
know
their name
this,
with
but
an A.
I mean, people don't know this, but you get an email when you sign up for Eternal with a name that starts with A. It's like, you found the Easter egg. Congratulations.
Yeah, unless you're dumb like me, whose name starts with A, and then you pick a name that doesn't start with A. So I feel like I made a huge mistake.
Yes. Yeah, you got to rename now.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, Phoenix gonna start their hand. 2 copies of Broken Contract in hand. That's a little awkward. I wonder how many. Not that they should have mold or anything. I think it's a good keep. Well, maybe a good keep. 3 copies of Broken Contract. No Shadow Influence, so no Smuggler, Display of Menace coming anytime soon for Phoenix. Also, I'm curious if this is gonna shut off the ladder, the Praxis Trove, because.
I think he's only running 3.
Yeah, only 3 copies. So that is all 3 copies of Broken Contract. So no Broken Contract shenanigans available the rest of this match.
That's kind of actually pretty rough, I think.
Is there any other? You kind of shuts off that synergy with the Praxis Trove, but
Yeah.
Phoenix gonna try to put some mediocre beats on, but Tamaris is gonna shut that down. This is a lot better for Boxer. Boxer's able to hit their power, get that early Tamaris. Phoenix does not have any Shadow, does not have any Broken Contracts left in the deck. I wonder if Boxer seems like a good enough player to check their power base and recognize that those 3 Broken Contracts are out. Not that it might matter at this point. Boxer's
I think
already
this is
has
pretty
all
much
the.
done already.
Yeah, Boxer's got this game all but wrapped up now. Play
Yeah,
Ross
for
too.
sure. 100%. Yeah, 100%. Shadow Influence
who
here
needs
doesn't do
Sling?
anything.
We'll just play out the big units. Hit for 15 next turn.
Yeah, Sling does kind of laugh at mediocre beats.
Is Boxer playing Cover from the Storm? Good question. Let's check that. Yes, in the market. 1 copy of Cover from the Storm in the market for Boxer.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty much a backup 4-cost Hailstorm.
So Smuggler going to go down, try to make some blocks, but as we know, not going to be enough. Boxer just going to keep that train rolling, going to knock Phoenix down to 10 with 10 damage on board. I got rid of the overflow on Rust, I guess. So I guess it's not technically lethal, but there you go. Okay, Boxer going to tie things up in quick fashion.
All that could have been done there was just going to be like it was literally just going to be chump block and that's it. Then you're done next turn.
Absolutely. Not much that could have happened there. All right, so we're going to tie it up 1 game apiece. Boxer, I guess, was tired with that slow game 1 and said, how about we just finish game 2 in 5 turns? I believe both of these players at 2-0 right now. So 3-2, as I mentioned, not for everybody, and not every 3-2 is going to make it, but with a smaller turnout, that means we are going to have plenty of 3-2s today. And both of these players, I don't know the math to call it locked, but with the number of 3-2s that we're expecting, if you start off 3-0, you're probably going to be in pretty good shape for a top 8 bid.
I think you're pretty safe saying locked.
Yeah. Not that these type of players are going to be happy with a oh, I started 3-0 and now I'm just going to lose the next 2. I don't think something tells me that's not in these players' personalities.
Nope. Bad for mental as well, like even if you are locked to top 8, you know, like mental game does get affected.
Absolutely. Other players who have started 3-0, we've got Aroma Nova and Alexandros Gray have both started at 3-0 so far, winning their first 3 matches. At 2-1, we've got Jez 2718, RNG, Alex Fierro, Martin, Tempest Dragon King, and Noverb are at 2-1. And then, of course, the loser of this match between TheBoxer and Phoenix will also drop to 2-1. Remember, invite to the Summer Invitational on the line tonight. Winner will qualify for that tournament. And the winner of that tournament coming up in September will grant another seat to the World Championship. So that's going to be pretty exciting. I'm really looking forward to Worlds this year. I think it's going to be a total blast. I mean, Worlds last year was awesome to watch, and pretty excited about it this year as well.
For sure, yeah, for sure.
All right,
Just
game 3.
Somehow get a ticket to it still.
Good point. All right, game 3, Phoenix versus Boxer. They're ready to go. Phoenix kept 2 power with no primal. Boxer kept 4 power with a Tamaris, a Rost, and a Torch. So no sling in hand for Boxer, but Boxer on the play with the influence that they need.
I would almost argue that Tamaris is like better than Sling in this matchup anyway.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's probably true. Yeah, this matchup does not seem like a race to get Sling out.
No, I can't imagine a starting hand from Phoenix that actually doesn't mind facing a Tamaris.
Mm-hmm.
Because like again here, except like if Phoenix gets the just gonna say if Phoenix gets the power, then maybe he's okay, but and then he top decks it.
Always seems
at least you can Shadowlands guide.
Seems like that's all.
Does Boxer have any more pressure in his hand?
He's got a Rost, a Torch, and a Dazzle.
Huh.
Still 2 turns away from the Rost, but
actually seeing a display here. Interesting.
Draw a power and a Grenahan. Okay.
I'm just trying to think, like, okay, maybe the display was the... Just trying to think what I would have done there, but I can see playing the display.
Yeah, Phoenix definitely taking a methodical setup approach to this match so far. Definitely, you can see that in playing the display last turn. You can see it in playing the Praxis Trove this turn. Has other options to play, but just really getting that setup. It's tough, though, because that's exactly the game that Boxer is happy to take advantage of, right? And here you see this Tamaris is coming off shift, and we've got that Rost coming off. So I understand it from Phoenix's perspective, but it also feels like that's a very dangerous decision to make and strategy to take when Boxer can put that pressure on so quickly.
I'm just intrigued where he goes from here, because the Gust Rider is like not ideal to play out. So yeah, then your only option to trigger the Trove is the guide. So does he start to climb the ladder here?
Yeah, looks like it. You know, Sleffer just says in chat, I know we're on a 5-minute delay, but Sleffer mentions that Sling is actually fairly bad in this matchup. And seeing how this is played out, I actually kind of think I can see that. I can see that argument that this isn't... You don't really want to play Sling here. Yeah, you want Tamaris, you want Hailstorms, and then big beaters.
Yeah.
This is playing out exactly how Boxer wants it to go. without the overwhelm damage. Yeah. Yeah, it's just too much. It's awkward. It's such an awkward hand for Phoenix because, like you said, we did climb the ladder a little bit. We can fire that off again with the smuggler, but Boxer's just gonna hit for just hit for massive amounts of damage every turn. And if Boxer has any sort of disruption, which Torch, Dazzle, and Transpose can definitely get some, then Boxer's on a basically a 2-turn lethal here theoretically.
Yep. Yeah, it's just that. I mean, there's 4 hailstorms. There's probably some obstructive flickers. There's snowballs. There's just so much, and the Tamaris, of course. There's just so much that just ruins Phoenix's day in Boxer's deck.
Yeah.
Yeah, it just seems very rough to play into.
All right, it's gonna start off with a Grenahen for Phoenix.
Yep, decent chump blocker, gain some life.
Yeah, that's what you got to do, I guess. So what if you're in Phoenix's seat, thinking long term? What's the strategy here? You obviously have to be chump blocking. You can't really take a lot more damage. Are you trying to set up for some big shrines to sort of try to make this comeback? Just stabilize enough where you can build up a board and build up a shrine.
I think that's kind of like your only outlooks, right? It's either you need to set yourself at a life total. Oh well, he's just dead actually.
Not even gonna matter.
Yeah.
I said 2-turn clock. I'm sorry, Boxer. 1-turn clock.